everybody. If anyone's here. I see you there, Metal Wolf ZX. If you're still there. Hi, how are you? Anyway, let some people filter in if they do show up. Someplace let the little movie here play out. Load. Was it in here? Yes, it was. Abort missile launch. What does our actual AC look like? Alright, we're going with a tank. That's cool. We are just at the weight limit. What's my emblem? Oh, the dragon, that's right. What's my AC name? Red Mark II, okay. Alright, 2 more in the arena. I'll push that off a little bit. Okay. So might as well just get right onto it.
Even though they've lost their last card, it's unlikely.
Actually, no. I want a slightly lighter build. Let's play reckless. Let's play dangerously. $53.04 is the weight we're looking for. Oh, these guys work. Good work. Yeah, those are the ones that can work with this loadout. Different side theory. Okay. Turning speed 460. 460. Oh, exact same thing. Okay. Stationary drain 3, 437. 7. Student shell 572. Energy 572. I got like 1,000 weight points left. I could probably get some beefier arms or something like that. Don't I have small rockets I could potentially use? to be used to quickly mow down ACs. Oh yeah, don't forget the optional parts. There we go. Ah, still overweight. What else can I do to this AC? Small rockets. Just in case, as a final fallback weapon. There we go. Performance. Excellent. Okay, good. Okay, we're not the most well armored, but alright, let's save again real quick. Alright, now let's get on to this here mission. We left off, we blew up a giant MT that was being used by the Zeo Matrix Corporation's Mars branch, which is rebelling against the Earth branch. Yeah, they'll go through it here.
Even though they've lost their last card, it's unlikely the Mars division will cease its activities. They've declared independence and have refused any contact. We've learned that the Mars division has plans to fire high-density napalm missiles from the Quire missile station. They've targeted the major Martian cities. They're acting independently and are nothing but a nuisance, but as the parent company, we're responsible for our subsidiaries' actions. Please enter the base and stop the missiles. I understand this is a difficult request. Please be...
Okay, there's actually 2 ACs you could fight in this mission. I just need to remember how to get there. There's also a time limit. Luckily we got a good head. So.
Missiles 1, 3, and 6 are armed and ready to fire.
Looks like they're armed and ready to fire. Find the controls and avoid the launch.
Okay, there's like 2 paths. This one leads straight down there, I believe. So one of them leads to an extra AC fight. Okay, this is an elevator. We got some time, so... So this one? just go through this first door we went through. Sideways. I think we avoided that first AC by accident. Oh well, it happens. There's one you have to fight. Or you, well, I guess you don't necessarily have to, but it's... they're kind of right there. Come on, don't hide.
This is Red Fury. AC of unknown origin detected. Most likely an enemy raven. I've got him. Here. Why here?
And there he sees above us somewhere, but we don't necessarily have time to goof off. And missiles 1. And we just...
Launch device number 1 deactivated. Launch device
2.
number 3 deactivated.
Oh no, it's this next last one here.
Launch device number 6 deactivated. Secure mode activated. Canceling launch.
Mission objective achieved. System switched to normal mode.
Yay! Yeah, because you get a bonus for killing the ACs. Mail! Mars Unification Declaration. From LCC. Unchecked corporate competition has taken its toll on Mars, just as it had on Earth years ago. However, now that the battles have ended, all corporations will fall into line under LCC's control. With the cessation of a series of senseless battles, we, the LCC, hereby make a declaration. We have achieved the unification of Mars and have brought order and peace to this planet. Alright. VIP escort. This is where we get the big plot twist. And it's like the actual beginning of the end game.
As part of the LCC reorganization, the new director is coming from Earth. He'll arrive at Vilhue Spaceport within a couple of days. Your job is to guard the spaceport. Of course, there's no one left to resist us, but still, we must display our power to the new director. In other words, this is a demonstration. All you are required to do is wait along the perimeter of the airport. We're paying you just to sit there. Soon all Ravens will be under LCC's command. This is your last job. The director will be escorted by the Special Forces. Do not get in the way. That is all.
Oh, we get a full-on cutscene too. Yep, Frightener symbol gear. Operation name Halloween.
They've arrived.
Oh dear. Those MTs I would probably have a habit of just blowing up. Oh no, they got shot by their own guys.
Commencing operation. We'll take over the airport.
Destroy all enemy forces.
It's an insurrection. The special forces are revolting. Attack!
Oh no, it's like the plot of Metal Gear Solid 1, where the Special Forces guys are actually have turned on the...
Main system engaging combat mode.
Ow. Okay, what's shooting? What else is shooting? All the MTs have missiles too, which are... Alright, the ACs are down. And this is a mission you're technically kind of have to lose. Like, you can't die in it. Well, you can die, but, like, you shouldn't die. But the transport you're technically supposed to be defending is supposed to be destroyed. And that's how you actually beat the mission, is you have to kind of let your main objective, fall to the enemy. Otherwise, there's just an infinite swarm of MTs that just keep dropping in on you. They don't seem to really want to pay attention to the transfer. They just want to tangle with me. Would I have to blow this thing up myself, or? There we go.
Now the real mission begins. We'll meet again.
Dang it, sweet time exploding. And obviously we don't get paid for, you know, because, you know, yeah. Mail. To all Ravens, from Leos Klein. Corporations, the government, LCC, we Ravens have too many restrictions. Those who wish to create a world where Ravens are totally free, come with me. The Earth Government. This is the Earth Government. The LCC is no longer functional due to the mutiny of the Special Forces and the lack of a command system caused by the absence of a leader, because they were getting a leader there that got blown up at the transport. Given the circumstances, we, the Earth Government, will be taking temporary control of Mars. Our current objective is to suppress all rogue elements, starting with Leos Klein. We ask for your understanding and support. Alright, Zeo City Suppression is the next mission. It's pretty much you fight 2 ACs. Alright, first we're gonna... And of course there's some guys here. Alright, so we are going to fight number 2 here. Apocalypse. Prisoner number B24715. The pilot's a career criminal serving consecutive life sentences. The LCC unleashes him every so often to wreak havoc in the arena. Why that sounds like a good idea to anybody is beyond me, but yeah, whatever. Oh, he's overboosting towards me. Alright, he's got the anti-missiles, doesn't he? Alright, we're gonna have to go... Ow. He's also fully plus, so he's got, like, every grenade launcher known to man. Where'd he go? It's a hover, so he's fast. Ow. Ah, he got me. Oh! I still won because I tricked him into leaving the area. So let's actually watch, shall we? I mean, yeah, he was pretty much kicking my butt the whole time. Oh, he used up his entire energy supply just to try and go around in a big old circle around me. Then face planted against a building. Well, that explains why he was just hovering there, not flying. And that's when he left the map. Wah, wah. Hey, a win's a win. Alright, finally we're at Ares. Up, and I think he sent mail. Yep. Can't even be bothered to put a title on it. I've been waiting. The sole purpose of my existence is to defeat you. I mean, I'm sure your mom would, maybe you could send your mom some flowers or something, but, okay. Little parasocial there. There we go. This way we have the ability to kind of switch tactics if necessary. Alright, Ares. Oh, what does my bio say now? The young pilot has bested many rivals. He now stands poised to face the very best. He is eager to confront the greatest challenge of his career. He is the ultimate warrior, but has spent so long at the top without a challenge that he has grown bored. His true desire isn't fame, but a worthwhile opponent. Alright. I just like the abandoned highway. I believe you can use the cheese strat against her if you really want, but I'm going to give him that honor. I'm actually going to come down and face him. Oh, he's going in for the Kurosawa now. Kurosawa slugfest. Oh, he tried to go in with the Moonlight too. I got one of those too, buddy. But I'm more heavily armored. Put up a good fight, but to be honest, the last guy was worse. Oh, I think he actually did hit me with the Moonlight. Alright, we got the idea. But yeah, we won! Woo! We got a mail, but first things first. What does it say now? He has defeated the top-ranked Raven and taken his place at the head of the arena. No longer the pursuer, Raven must fend off those who vie for his title. He lost his place at the top, but this has only rekindled his passion. He's honing his skills and has his sights set on the pilot who defeated him. To the Ninebreaker. Congratulations, you're now ranked #1 in the arena. As an acknowledgement of this most impressive feat, we hereby bestow upon you the title of Ninebreaker. But the battle isn't over. It can be lonely and boring at the top. We truly hope a new and powerful opponent will come before you, and that you'll once again demonstrate your skill in battle. Alright. Okay, now that side quest is out of the way. Zeo City Suppression. From the Earth Government.
At this time, LCC is unable to function due to a lack of leadership and manpower. This
George W.
request was
Bush?
being made directly by us, the Earth Government. Now, the Special Forces have revolted and now occupy a number of major Martian facilities. Even Zeo City and its headquarters, recently captured by us, have been taken over. Now, to counter this, we've devised a plan to regain control, but we're going to require the assistance of a Raven. We hereby request that you eliminate the Special Forces running rampant in the city. We ask that you please enter the city and destroy the occupying forces. Meanwhile, we'll move one of our teams from the headquarters roof down into the building. The location of the revolt's leader, Leos Klein, is still unknown. If you see him, take him out. This is a top priority. We'll await your return.
And there's a hidden weapon in this mission. I can't remember exactly where it is, though. It's somewhere in the little city at the base of this tower that that the enemies start at.
A Raven, commencing attack.
Roger. Let's take him down quickly.
Main system, engaging combat mode.
I want to say it's... Ow.
Take care of any enemies on the ground. We'll enter the main building via the roof.
Alright, that one's down.
Wait, we're almost done here. Come on, hold on.
Alright, it's not that big a deal. I think I took out the most powerful one as far as raw damage output is concerned. So now we're just going to try and see if we can find the orbit cannons. If not, it's not that big of a deal if I just get bored. It's like somewhere in these streets. Can't remember where exactly it is, though. Ah, I'm bored. Okay, let's just finish them off. Hello? I know we're in space. Doesn't mean you have to go back to your home planet. There we go.
Good. Gained access to the building, and we'll take out the Special Forces.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Money, money, money. Raven. Nail Alter. Klein is asking all Ravens to join his revolt. Those that have responded gather in various locations across Mars. The Special Forces are about to become the most powerful force on the planet. If Klein's goal was to control Mars, perhaps all he's done up till now was in preparation. But by that I mean entering the government service and creating the fiercest fighting force ever. But is this truly really the case? I don't think this is his true intention. It's too much like a dream. Alright, Underground Lab, Indoor Space Station Assault. We're going to save. Okay. Both involve disorder units and being inside, so these vertical missiles aren't going to be too helpful. Oh, I got an extra heavy jet radiator. That probably explains why I have so little spare space. Alright, and we're gonna get an extra missile launcher. Just to be safe. And I technically already got one, an extra missile launcher, but I wanna... do I got two of them? I guess I already got two of them. Two of the quad missiles. There we go. Performance. Excellent. Good, good. Actually, I want to be a quad. Okay, we do need to drop a fair bit of weight, so we're going to drop this. Alright, and swap out these guys for the pulse cannon, which is technically heavier. Small rockets. That brings us within the weight limit, but now I have... Well, how much was in the pulse cannon? How much ammo? 44, okay. So I retain some mobility. Alright, underground lab.
We've received a report from the infiltration team. They've discovered a research lab constructed during the first terraforming underneath Zeomatrix headquarters. Zeomatrix headquarters has been retaken, but the Special Forces still occupy the underground lab. We are requesting that you mop up these remaining forces. Disorder units have also been detected in the underground research lab. Please be advised.
Oh yeah, they're all disorder units, so actually we're going to tinker with, let me check my optional parts, see if I have one that reduces energy damage. Oh, I have already equipped. Okay, we're good, we're good. Alright, George Bush.
Main system engaging combat mode. Monitor, what's happening?
What monitor?
Raven, our system's jammed. Communication possible.
Oh yeah, some of these guys from the very beginning of the game.
You'll have to make it on your own.
Remember these flying guys see disorders as well, or if they're just like evolutions of like the prototypes, the prototype MTs from the beginning of the game. I think they're disorders. I think they pop up later. Ah, there it is. Oh, there's four things here, so I guess I have to figure out which one actually works. Probably the one's all lit up. boss time. Cutscene. I don't want this guy getting too close to me. He's got dual blades. Got him.
Mission objective achieved. System switched to normal mode.
Oh, we got bonuses for killing disorders. Not that I need the extra money, but that's cool. Mail. Research reports. I've already told you that Klein was a member of the Mars research team, but as I searched through the files, I found something of interest. It's a report filed by Klein himself. According to the report, a central control system exists on Mars, and all information regarding the history of Mars is stored there. The ones that have access to the system are the armored machines unique to Mars. These machines are most likely the disorder units we have been discovering. A similar report was found in documents from before the Great Destruction, but it seems many thought them too far-fetched. Under the current circumstances, it's a little harder to dismiss. If Klein's goal is to access the central control system, where does the system exist, and does Klein know something about its location already? The answer is yes, he does know. Space Station Assault. Save.
We'd like you to continue the remove.
Actually, first we're going to bulk up a bit. A lot of enemies in this one. Including respawning enemy ACs. So we'll need more ammunition. Okay. We got 3 left, so we can do this and this for durability. Alright. Performance. Excellent. Actually, just equip the second to this cannon. That way we don't get any ammo costs.
We'd like you to continue the removal of the special forces from areas they've occupied. Please head for the Hammerhead space station, now orbiting Mars.
Hey, it's that thing from the opening movie. Oh, hi, Niley. How's it going?
Reports indicate that the special forces are concentrated on the space station. And judging from this show of force, we assume that Leos Klein is there as well.
It's okay. Now, I started a little early,
The
so
main
that's
objective
understandable.
is the removal of all special forces occupying the station. If Klein is encountered, please take him out also. We'll give you access to Rapture. That's our Mars orbit elevator for this mission only. Please make your way to the space station ASAP. We'll await your return.
Lady Rhapsody. Ooh, sorry about that, Niley. Yeah.
system. Engaging in combat mode. Disturbance detected in cargo room 1. Get there now. You won't get lost if you follow the signs.
Hitboxes are blocking my shots. But yeah, sorry I had a rough day at work. You know, I've been there before.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
Yeah, we're about just over 3/4 of an hour into the playthrough. I've beaten the top guy in the arena. Oh, AC in here. Oh, you don't Moonlight. You don't blade me. I blade you. This one? I said to follow the signs. I'm not seeing any signs, so. Nope, this leads into space.
Cannot unlock gate.
Which means I'll now need to fight that AC again. No, I guess not yet. Is it this one? That it is. Okay.
A disorder unit. What's it doing here?
A rather big flying disorder unit. Gotcha.
We've been informed by the Earth government that Klein has been located.
Alright.
They've ordered you to return immediately. We'll leave the rest up to the government troops.
The prototype has been destroyed. Don't let him escape.
AC approaching. Multiple ACs detected. They're the Frighteners. Hurry to the gate. You won't be able to escape if you're surrounded.
Where'd you go? Oh, behind me. Come on out. Jerkwad. Oh, come on. Yeah, I got a blade too. Dang it. Stand still, will ya? Quit struggling. Now, is it the... Now, which hatch do they want me to exit from? Is it this one? I don't think they want you to go through to your start location. Nope, just is this where we fought the giant MT thing? Sorry to hear that, Knightley. Oh, that was the wrong door. Okay. So it's not that one. Was it this one? Yes, it was. Okay. Or see a spaceship docking.
This is east of Eden. ID signal confirmed. Commencing recovery.
I mean, you can stop now, buddy. Buddy, you're getting awful close. Come on, buddy, wait. Okay, good.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
But yeah, that does sound like quite the ordeal you went through, Knightley. Alright. Eliminate Leos Klein, and this one we actually need this head for the extra hacking function. Yeesh. Yeah, that sounds rough, Knightley. And actually, oh, calm down, machine. There we go. There. Optional parts. There we go. Eliminate Leos Klein. So, Natalie, what you missed plot-wise is that is that the LCC, the government agency that's supposed to be in charge of Mars, has, well, taken control of Mars. They're having their boss that was appointed by the Earth government come in, and then the Special Forces dudes that have been hunting us down since early in the game rebelled against the government. So now the government's is hiring us to hunt down the rebels, led by Leos Klein. Yeah.
We have confirmed Leos Klein's whereabouts.
Also, the Earth government's represented by George W. Bush.
We request that you remove
Just
him
kidding,
as soon
but,
as possible. Now, Rapture's reactor is its heart. If it's destroyed, the power it gathers and supplies to Mars will be lost. In a worst-case scenario, damage to the reactor could destroy Rapture. Rapture is an important symbol to those living on Mars. It must not be lost. You gotta remove Klein without destroying Rapture. Help us return peace and order to Mars by eliminating Klein. We'll await your return.
Yeah, that sounds alright, Knightley. That's companies nowadays for you.
Main system engaging combat mode. Don't attack the reactor. If it explodes, it might take you with it.
This is my favorite soundtrack song in the soundtrack. It's called King Lear. It's like very imposing and very different from every other song in the soundtrack, which is in that it's kind of orchestral. that one. Good one, Knightley, because they actually do in this game.
Watch out. They've planted bombs that are difficult to detect.
Yeah, there's literally mines, just floating mines. Alright, they're very small. And one of these side doors has
Not unlocked.
Hey Johnny, how's it going? We're in the final stretch of Armor Core 2. There's a side door. Is it this one? It is this one. That had there's a side door around here that has a hidden part in it. Good, good. Was it this one? Walk into a mine? Yeah, there it is.
AC part acquired.
That's gotta get tank it. Alright. Boss time.
Let's fight, Raven. We'll settle this in battle.
Come on, lure him to me. Gotcha. Minor damage.
Fight, Raven. We'll settle this in battle.
You already said that, buddy.
Let's fight. We'll settle this in battle. Let's fight.
It's unmanned.
Psych! He wasn't here at all.
Isn't here. Your mission is complete. Let's head back to base.
It was just a drone. And they don't pay us. Yes, of course, the guy we were supposed to kill wasn't actually there. Mail. Phobos. Nail altar. We've confirmed that Klein is heading for the Phobos, one of the moons orbiting the red planet. It's believed Klein is headed for Phobos because the Martian control system is located there. So, a quick recap for people just joining us. The disorder units are these biomechanical robots that predate humans being on Mars, so they're actually alien robots. They have a central it's determined that they had a central command center, and Leos Klein is trying to take control of that. Ruins of an ancient civilization have been discovered on Phobos previously, but they've remained untouched due to the great number of disorder units there. However, given Klein's current power, it's possible that he'll succeed in entering them. It isn't known why Klein wants to access the control system, but it's believed his true objective lies there. Infiltrate the STAI battleship. And that's the weapon of mass destruction I was just talking about. So we're going to save. We might want to go with a tank. No, we need some maneuverability. This will have to do. Okay.
We've made a mistake. An LCC military facility has been overtaken by the Special Forces, and Belena Corporation's STAI battleship has been launched from its underground berth. It seems the upheavals around the planet were a ploy designed by Klein to split our forces. His objective was to take over the military facility and launch the STAI. The STAI is a battleship designed by Belena, with enough firepower to destroy the entire planet. Fact is, Klein has acquired the greatest weapon on Mars.
Yep. There it is.
Klein must be stopped. Right now he's headed towards Phobos, and it's likely he'll attack the surface from that position. Now enter the STAI via the transport ship and shut it down. A lot of Ravens have been hired for this mission. Your combined strength is the key to success. We wish you the best of luck.
Alright, we get a cutscene too. The Frighteners AC starting up because they're all here. Dead man walking. And we get an actual little in-game cutscene of all those Ravens supposedly joining us. And they're being shot down before they even get there.
Target detected. Commencing drop. Main system engaging in combat mode. We're working on opening the hatch. Please hold on.
He's Gotcha. Take out this guy real quick. Alright, all turrets are down. Just the planes now. Oh no, there was one more turret. Thick fella, aren't you? Die already. Dang it, there we go.
The hatch is open. Proceed.
Alright, then we swing around. Well, that's noble of you, Knightley. Oh, look, when AC did make it in with us.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it. Alright, let's rock.
Alright, let's rock. Yeah, I don't blame him.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
Oh dear. I may have made a miscalculation. I forgot to switch back to my other head that I could actually lock on to things here. It wasn't this one, wasn't it? Now a big ol' maze. Nope, not here. Come on, hit it already. There we go. Unless this thing's shooting me. I get past him. Certainly getting beat up. All I know is that we've had to fight two ACs, not at the same time, thankfully, but definitely something to consider. And boy, the game's really slowing down because of the amount of lasers. My God, did you have to throw so many? I mean, that's fine. You could have just fought me from the beginning. I was perfectly fine fighting you one-on-one, and, you know, did you have to swarm the place with robots?
I see.
That has got to be the most anticlimactic death saying I've ever heard. I see you're, it's on the tip of my tongue, and then blows up. Behind me, isn't it? Alright, Leo's Klein for real this time.
You remind me of another pilot I knew long ago. A rebel.
Ideally, most likely one of your characters from the first game. Either the first game or Master of Arena. Though a popular fan theory is that he is actually you from Master of Arena.
It's my intention that you do not interfere with my plans.
Ow. Alright. I was expecting a little more space to work with here. But apparently I walked all the way up from the end of the room straight to to talk to him straight to his face, and then he started shooting me in the face. Don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. Got him. Then he's gonna be resurrected. Mission complete. Mail. Raven. The client has made it to Phobos, despite us blowing him up, but his most likely target is the information contained within the Martian control system. What does he gain from this information? What objective does it help him achieve? Raven, you're the only one capable of finding out. I pray for your safe return. Okay, first things first, we're definitely re-equipping the proper head. There we go. Alright. And we're gonna save. Phobos. Final mission.
We've received a transmission from Phobos, from none other than Leos Klein himself. The content of this transmission was shocking, to say the least. According to him, Phobos is an artifact left by an ancient Martian civilization. He claims it's an enormous mobile weapon controlled by a high-tech computer. We had a hard time believing him, but there is evidence to support his claim. According to recent calculations, Phobos' orbit has already shifted. Now, whether it's a weapon or not, if Phobos plummets to the Martian surface, the damage it would do to mankind would be irreparable. This is our last request. You must stop Klein. If this mission succeeds, we'll grant the Ravens their freedom. We'll relinquish our control and allow you to live independently as mercenaries. This is a promise. This is the greatest reward ever offered to a Raven. I wouldn't advise you to pass up this kind of an opportunity. We'll await your return.
All right, let's do it. Bad days.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Yeah, we'll discuss, oh, hi, Cassie. How's it going? Okay, so let me catch you up, Cassie. You remember the special forces that have been hunting us down since a very early mission? They rebelled against the government, and now the government's trying to retake Mars. We actually pretty much did that, but but Leos Klein, the guy in charge of the special forces, has we blew him up on his spaceship, but he's somehow still on Phobos, one of the moons of Mars. And it turns out it's actually a super weapon from an ancient Martian civilization that he's hijacked. Yes, Knightley, shit. We'll do some lore crafting and some explaining and some theories after the mission. Yeah, we just need to break these, because we need to lower this energy shield down to the lowers us down here. You have 2 lawnmowers that are broken? Well, that's inconvenient. And now we should be able to jump down this central hole here. This laser energy elevator thing. We have all these alien doors, and then they have just one random, perfectly normal door. We really just ignore most of these guys. Well, there's a big boss enemy in here. Give another one of those guys. Dang it. Ow. Gotcha. Alright, then we just go to the other side. Nice, turn this into a IT mission, into an IT stream. Alright, and this is one of those missions where you get reloaded and stuff after the second half. And you have to remember, we blew up one of Klein's lieutenants in the last mission with Klein. That leaves one left. And here she is.
Klein, why?
Except it looks like Klein beat us to her.
We were nothing
Sucks to suck. No, but seriously, rip. Final boss.
We all make mistakes, don't you think, Raven?
I mean, yeah, that's what humanity means. And holy lord, what is that?
We humans need strict supervision. We cannot live on our own. A state dedicated solely to ravens. I'm a realist, not some fool. All that I've wanted to do is to revive the ways of old. Die, rebel!
As far as Armor Core final bosses, I don't recall this guy being too tough. But it is a 2-phaser. With a cutscene. Now this one's version's a lot more mobile. But strangely enough, they reload you even after that cutscene, if I recall. Yeah, they like fully restock you, like despite it not making any sense. This is where the real fight actually begins. You can tell he's actually doing a fair bit of damage to me, and he's fast. Still not fast enough.
Phobos orbit altered. It's falling toward the Martian surface.
Uh-oh.
Destroy the orbit control mechanism. Phobos will stop when you do so.
Well, I guess we had no choice but to listen to him. I think this thing.
Phobos orbit deteriorating. You'll never make it.
Oh no.
Get out, hurry.
Working on it.
Raven,
Yes.
what is it that you wish?
Do you have like an escape pod, a spaceship, anything? Save.
The government has announced the death of Leos Klein, leader of the coup d'etat. This effectively ends the uprising. Society refers to her as the revolutionary who tried to create a government on Mars. I don't agree with that. But it's impossible to know what he really intended, now that Phobos is destroyed and the LCC and Frighteners no longer exist. I don't think he was mistaken, though. I just think he used the wrong means in attempting to obtain what he wanted. Mars is about to begin a new phase in its history. Raven. Where will you go? What will you do?
Yay! We won! And as every time I do say a endurance stream, it is within the time frame of a regular stream anyway. Anyway. So. the general plot was this. Humanity, after the events of the first Armored Core games, humanity began to rebuild itself, retake the surface of the recovering Earth. A government was made to keep the corporations in check on Earth. And they discovered that there were some terraforming projects on Mars from before the Great Destruction, which forced them underground in the first games. And they decided they'll continue working on that and send people out there, and it's become like the Wild West, but with giant robots. But there's a branch of the government wanting to take control. Think like the Red Dead Redemption series, kind of, but with giant robots again. And in order to keep and as the game starts, in order to make sure that the government takes control of Mars from the corporations, they send the special forces units, a special forces unit called the Frighteners, made out of led by an ex-Raven himself, Leos Klein. What else? Shenanigans ensue. Pretty much the Frighteners essentially let the government slowly take control of Mars mostly by taking out ravens that are working for the corporations. And eventually, they essentially take total control, and that's when the special forces rebel. They turn on the government, kill the guy in charge of leading Mars for the government, and then the government has to start hiring you out in order to try and destroy the rebelling special forces units. And the game pretty much restarts from that point on. And then the rebels get some super weapons, as one does. And no one's 100% sure as to why Leos Klein did it, and what his actual intentions were. Anyway, just like in the first Armored Core, you could play any mission now, as you so wish. And more people have popped in the arena, including people that you killed. That you killed in missions where you could fight them, like Bolt here, who's a tank, or Cruel Justice, who's a quad with grenade launcher arms. And some extra guys pop up at the very end, including like a hidden super boss here. You know, the usual Armored Core stuff that happens when you beat it in these older games. But yeah, there's like interesting theories. Like, you know, it's a very popular fan theory is that Leos Klein is actually the player character from Armored Core Master of Arena that blew up, that killed Nineball. The game never explicitly says that, but many of the design features on Leos Klein's AC match, you know, are reminiscent of the AC that's like used as the placeholder for the player in the opening cutscene of Armored Core Master of Arena. Perhaps he regretted killing Nineball and kind of letting corporations and the government kind of come in on, you know, trying like kind of lost. For some reason, they thought that, you know, the way Nineball was doing it was better than the government is currently. One interesting theory, a theory video actually popped up recently that I might share on Twitter, that says that perhaps they were because Klein / the player from Master Arena are confirmed Human Plus subjects, which includes like cybernetics and the ability to like link with your AC. Perhaps they got infected with like some sort of logic plague or something by Nineball in their final battle with the Nineball Seraph. That that slowly kind of made them, you know, kind of turn and change to become, you know, what Nine Ball wanted to be, or something like that. Perhaps he linked with the computers of the disorder units when he went to Mars, because he was part of like he provides security for like the first Mars expedition in order to rediscover the terraforming process, and he kind of wanted to take control of the disorder units and like serve as like, you know, a master for humankind, kind of take over from Nine Ball in that sense. No one knows for certain, but yeah. So yeah, next would actually be Armored Core 2: Another Age. Now this is an interesting game for me because it was actually the first game bought in the series bought for me specifically. We actually got it with this very same PS2, and it actually takes place on Earth, supposedly after the events of Armored Core 2 here. And it's pretty much just a menagerie of missions all over the place. There's like 100 standard missions plus 3 bonus missions at the end. That's a lot of missions. I mean, you know, I didn't want to say it, Nightly, but you go ahead. I mean, here's the thing. If you remember what the briefing said in that last one, it's like, oh, we'll give the Ravens their freedom and independence and all that. That's because we kind of are a little more controlled and under control compared to was before. So it very well might be something like that, Nightly. But when I'm thinking Logic Plague, I like to think more like, you know, like something kind of made him think that he was like, you know, doing something more radical, like the Logic Plague from like, say, the Halo lore that happened to like AIs that were working with the Forerunners against the Flood that got turned by the Flood against the Forerunners. That's kind of like, you know, that's probably too complex to get into here. Yeah, Cassie, boy, I'm with you there. That's painfully true. But yeah, how did you guys like the Armored Core 2 playthrough? It was definitely a step up when it comes to the, you know, cinematic side of things, and even if it was still a little rough around the edges, you know, and that it had like actual cutscenes and stuff compared to the first trilogy of games. Stories are still a little confusing, but Leos Klein is fascinating in that you don't really know exactly what he was trying to do. You know, it's kind of like, you know, he's perfect theory craft material. But yeah, there's Armored Core 2 Another Age, or we could skip, or if you guys want, we could skip Armored Core 2 Another Age, and since it doesn't have any real central plot, we go straight to Armored Core 3, which is a reboot, which is like an actual reboot of the series. It's an entirely new storyline, and actually a really good starting point. And probably one of my favorite games in the series. No worries, Nightly. No worry, Nightly, you probably would have been confused regardless, because like I said, the Leos Klein, you don't really learn enough about Leos Klein. It's left mostly to theory craft and family and fan theories, as far as Leos Klein is concerned. And, you know, FromSoft have always been kind of abstract with their storytelling anyway. Fair enough, Cassie. Do you want me to do a... maybe that'd be my first just chatting stream where I just yap to you about Armored Core lore. But yeah, so we've hit the hour and a half mark. I technically did what I set out to do. So what would you guys like? Would you like to go straight to the Armor Core 3 or do the expansion to this game, Armor Core 2 Another Age? And that guess I'm doing my job, Cassie. Just joking, just joking. The Armor Core 2 Another Age will be like a... will just be like a ton of missions. Be like a ton of missions, in the same style, but there's not any real... But it's kind of like, oh, what's it called? There's a word for it. There's not a central plot for the game. There's like a bunch of little side stories, essentially. So it doesn't really advance the story at all. Is the thing, and then Armor Core 3 essentially reboots the timeline. Stick to continuity first, okay. Well, like I said, Armor Core 2 Another Age isn't actually continuing a central plot. It's a bunch of side quests, essentially. Whereas Armor Core 3, like the main plot for of the original Armor Core trilogy, of the original Armor Core series, yeah, something like that, Nightly. The original, pretty much the plot that started in the original Armor Core essentially ends here. Unless, of course, you want to, throw out unless you want to start a new, unless you want to start a new fan theory that says technically this is this leads to Armor Core 6 just over a long period of time. With, like, the Earth government becoming the PCA and new corporations rising and all that, and eventually interstellar travel, takes over. And then we end up on Rubicon, and then Coral by Rubicon, yada yada yada. Yeah, Armor Core 2 Another Age is pretty much the filler arc, yeah. And I've heard of Rage before. It's like that, it's an FPS, if I recall, that's kind of like a post-asteroid impact with the Earth, if I recall the plot premise. Thank you, Metal Wolf. It's not my first rodeo, but it's always fun. It's always fun to get, to show things to new people. Why not what? Why not go to Armor Core 3 or Another Age? Ah, Warframe, okay. Is Warframe free to play, I wonder? Oh, Rage the game, Rage the separate game, or Another Age, which is the Armor Core expansion to this game. I wonder if I could start a poll. Give me a sec. Oh, no, it's popping up here. Start a poll. Ask a question. Okay, give me a sec. Adjust some real quick. There we go. Start. No. It's Another Age, as in like, you know, it's an age. You know, like we went through an age already, and it's yeah. I kind of had a feeling that's what was happening. Is that I wasn't coming in clearly on the mic, or I was stuttering or something. That's what I was thinking at first, Cassie, until I realized, oh, no, it's because I wasn't saying Another Age clearly enough. Okay, so it looks like we're pretty much in agreement so far for Another Age. Which is pretty much, like I said, pretty much this game, but it's just a ton of extra miscellaneous missions. There's a ton of miscellaneous missions. There's some like little side plots and all. Like there's one like there's like there's like you're literally just a pure mercenary in that game. There are some little side plots going on, but like no actual central plot thread. Okay, I think we've done all we can there. Alright, okay, well. Let's see. Well, I promised a, I should, wrong one. Let me just bring that back up. I just accidentally closed chat. Give me a sec. There we go. Yeah, I don't think so too either, Cassie. Last I checked, it didn't do too hot in the sales, so so it'll face the same. It'll have the same fate as Titanfall, unfortunately. Anyway, let me go get the game, and maybe we could at least start Armor Core 2 Another Age in that case. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna mute. As soon as I can. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so we saved, so I'm going to swap the disc. Okay, noted. I'll consider Warframe then. Alright, just restarting the console. See if it starts. Come on, buddy. I know you can do it. Let's see here. Oh, I had something for a moment there. There we go. Is the game going? There we go. Do. Oh, there's a little signal there. Nope, sorry. Sorry, my connector is Nope, dang it. We're missing the movie. There we go. Oh yeah, and this game's interesting. There's like split screen missions. You'll usually fight against each other in it. Load game. And we're going to convert from AC2, and we're going to load our character we just did. Carry our money and parts. And you'll notice we have this fancy new map here. We only have one area to go to, but as you as you play the game and beat missions, you unlock more of the map. So we're going to do this here. In this case, we're back on Earth. If you remember the floor of Armored Core 1, there was an Isaac City. It was like the big city. which is like the main city that was underground, and Neo Isaac is the successor city. And Bureau of Controls are like the sub, or like, I think like they're like the state governments and like yeah, for the Earth government.
Proceed to Neo Isaac, the underground city located at the base of the elevator construction site, has been taken over by a squad of Indies. The Indies terrorist organization is waging a war against both the government and corporations. We're assuming they now plan to sabotage the elevator's construction.
The Indies are rebels that don't like the government, neither the government or the corporations. They're mostly people that are still underground because the government has had to remilitarize. I don't know. Probably just a simple name change. I like to think like that Neo Isaac's like, you know, the infrastructure that was built after the events of the original Armored Core. Whereas Old Isaac would be like the city that you see in Armored Core 1. Pretty much after the events of Armored Core 2, the Earth government has been forced to kind of remilitarize and keep the corporations in check, as well as enforce order on Mars. And that has slowed the progress of rebuilding on the surface of the Earth. So people are still stuck in the underground. They really don't like that. So they're rebelling as the Indies. I'm assuming they also make pixel games, but that's beside the point.
The removal of all Indies forces in the city is requested. We'd like you to teach them what it means to face us in battle. They're surprisingly well armed, even for a terrorist organization, but are still amateurs. This mission should pose little problem for a Raven of your caliber. Take care of the problem as quickly as possible, and good luck.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Your target is a small squad of MTs. Make sure they're all destroyed.
Ow. Should be one more and small guy around here. Oh, there's one there.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Alright. Got some money. We got plenty already. And already have a bunch of the best parts available. And as you see, now we could go to new areas. Each with their own missions. You'll notice also there's no mail or arena. Like I said, there's no like actual central story to the game, so there's like little subplots I'll point out along the way. Anyway, let's save. And we'll call it there for today. Since I did do what I set out to do, beat Armored Core 2. Thanks for coming, everybody. It was a good time, and I'll looking into downloading Warframe, and maybe we could do that next time. All right, see you later.